Today's date is 1/18/2014. The time is 2:04 p.m. Me and my dad decided to go out and chase a few trains around Columbus today. Here we see a CSX grain train headed out of Columbus, out of Parson Yard. It was moving pretty slow, so we would be able to catch it at the High Street Bridge. The High Street Bridge is a pretty good place to catch CSX trains and Norfolk Southern trains headed for Parson Yard or Watkins Yard. After seeing this train, we decided to head down to Watkins Yard. Dad found a nice spot where we can find Norfolk Southern trains headed out of Watkins up towards Worthington, Ohio, which is just north of Columbus. The small little area crosses an old N&W bridge, which is even a more bigger plus. Alongside that was also an old N&W signal, an even bigger plus. Unfortunately, there was no trains running by there, and I didn't get any footage at the time. So then we decided to follow this old N&W line from Watkins to Worthington, Ohio. After we chased it all the way to the part where the CSX followed the old N&W route, we found the same train again, and this time at full speed, running along the main line. We decided to chase it up to the station, a nice train store where you can find tons of model trains.
Here he comes, turn it on.
I did. Now he was really booking it as he headed up towards Toledo. The funny thing was, we weren't even trying to catch him. We were just following the old N&W route when we saw him again. But then we decided to give chase a little and catch him at the station. If you're ever in town, take a look at the station. It's a very nice place. The train station is on Indiana Avenue, just off of Highway 71 in Columbus, Ohio. After this train ran on by, we decided to head to State Route 315. But before we did, we found this nice little spot on Indiana Avenue where you can come off of the tracks and see trains of the Norfolk Southern and CSX. I don't really know where it was, but it's really cool. I'll have to remember to tell you guys that in some other episode. Anyway, after that, we went down 315. As we were going down 315, a CSX coal train was headed for Parsons. We decided to give chase, but we didn't catch it at the High Street Bridge, so then we went straight down to Parsons. We were there first, so we got to see some of the shunting action happening, as engine number 2532 and 2805 were shunting that day.
Why didn't he come down?
After 6 minutes, CSX's coal train started coming into the yard. Engine 5382 was leading the train as it was pulling in, passing the shunter engines. After the coal train came to a stop, we decided to head down to Watkins Yard. We first tried the Watkins Bridge. Nothing was there. Then we went down to Valley Crossing. A Norfolk Southern freight train was waiting there. A fresh crew was boarding the train. We didn't see the other crew come out. We just guessed that maybe the other crew had left already. Here it comes. Half an hour later, this Norfolk Southern Intermodal train ran on through. This train was southbound for Genova, West Virginia. We knew that because this was the only line that ran north or south that was owned by Norfolk Southern, other than CSX's Portsmouth to Columbus line. Here at Valley Crossing, this is where the Norfolk Southern crosses the Indiana and Ohio. The I&O owns the old Baltimore and Ohio route from Columbus to Cincinnati, and the old Grand Trunk line from Detroit down to their main line, through Springfield. Ironically, the Indiana and Ohio runs mostly through Ohio. Only a small portion of the Indiana and Ohio runs into Indiana itself. Yeah, he did. He was probably doing a run. Half an hour later, this NS freight train started up and started for the crossing.
Yeah. So 2 trains taking off today.
Yep.
Better, you want to just leave it on there? And you're going to wait till he gets right here.
I'm just going to wait until he goes on.
So there'll be a car parked in here. You're watching combine and leave it right there.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't catch the entire train because the camera's SD card ran out of space on it. I decided not to get another one since this was going to be the last train of the day. Well, I hope you liked this video. See ya! Yes.